this way. Your favorite rapper, that boy gonna be able to talk whatever the fuck he talking about, cause you know I'm that thing, bitch. I'm gonna leave it at that.
They went from making hits together to throwing shade at each other. At one point, Lil Baby and YoungBoy were cool and even talked about doing a project together. But after King Von's death, the industry took sides. Everyone supported Dirk, and YoungBoy ended up being blackballed. That's when he dropped I Hate YoungBoy, and Lil Baby got caught up in the drama. Now, years later, Baby is firing back, and fans are going wild. Lil Baby just dropped a preview that has the whole internet buzzing after years of him staying quiet. Baby is finally clapping back at NBA YoungBoy, and the streets are losing it. But this isn't just a random beef, it's been brewing for years, and the story behind it is deeper than most people realize. Before all this, Lil Baby and YoungBoy were actually cool, real friends in the rap game. But one event changed everything and split the industry. After years of Baby staying silent while YoungBoy was taking shots, he finally responded. And trust me, the timeline of this story has more twists than a Netflix series. Back in 2018 to 2019, Lil Baby and NBA YoungBoy were both on the rise. Baby had just dropped Drip Too Hard with Ghana, and YoungBoy was already a streaming powerhouse with a loyal fanbase. They respected each other, interacted on social media, and spoke positively in interviews. Both came from nothing, both turned street struggles into platinum records. Baby was tied to the 4 Picofarads crew and Lil Durk through QC in Atlanta, while YoungBoy built his own empire independently from Baton Rouge. No conflicts, just mutual respect, but in the rap game, loyalty runs deep. You can't stay neutral when situations arise. On November 6, 2020, King Von, one of Lil Durk's closest friends and a rising artist, was killed outside a hookah lounge in Atlanta. This tragedy divided the hip-hop world. Lil Durk was devastated, and the industry quickly showed who was standing where. Durk had connections everywhere, Chicago, Atlanta, and beyond. Many rappers posted support for him, sending condolences and making it clear they were on his side. That meant YoungBoy, by association with the other side, was pushed out. Radio stations got funny with his music, blogs stopped covering him like before, and other artists distanced themselves. The industry essentially told him, "You're either with us or against us." YoungBoy ended up isolated, but he didn't care about the politics. In 2022, YoungBoy dropped I Hate YoungBoy, naming names and calling out everyone who switched up on him. Lil Baby was one of those he felt betrayed by. Baby had gone quiet, staying aligned with Lil Durk and his circle, ignoring YoungBoy's posts and moving forward with his career. Some saw Baby's silence as maturity, others saw it as guilt, but YoungBoy definitely remembered. Then, in October 2024, Lil Durk got arrested and charged with murder for hire in California. Suddenly, many rappers who once supported him started stepping back, scared of legal trouble. Meanwhile, YoungBoy kept thriving, breaking streaming records and proving you don't need the industry's approval to succeed. Baby started acting differently. People noticed him liking YoungBoy's Instagram posts, and rumors spread that he was trying to reconnect. The evidence suggested Baby wanted to rebuild bridges, but YoungBoy wasn't having it. Loyalty and principles were bigger than music for him. To make a point, YoungBoy performed in Atlanta, Baby's hometown, and played I Hate YoungBoy at his show, a direct message of disrespect that couldn't go unanswered. Baby stayed quiet, continued promoting music, and built his brand. But there's only so much disrespect a person can take. Now, Lil Baby has dropped a preview of a new song, finally responding to NBA YoungBoy, and fans are going wild. In the snippet, Baby addresses the situation directly. Confronting everything head-on after years of silence, Lil Baby had been staying quiet for years, taking the high road while NBA YoungBoy kept throwing shots. But now, he's ready to speak his truth. The bars hit differently. This isn't just rap, it's personal. Even though the leaked audio wasn't perfect, the message was crystal clear. Lil Baby is done being silent, done letting YB talk reckless about him, and done letting people think he's soft for not responding. Those who've heard the full version say Baby is really going in. Fans are losing it online. Twitter is a battlefield. YB's fans, the 4KT, say Baby waited too long to respond, making him look desperate. They argue YB has dominated Baby for years and one song won't change that, bringing up how Baby tried to reconnect when Durk got locked up, calling him fake and disloyal. Meanwhile, Baby's fans, the 4 Picofarads supporters, argue that his earlier silence was maturity. Now that he's finally speaking, they say he has the bigger platform, more mainstream success, and that when Baby really goes in, YB won't know how to handle it. They cite Baby's track record, his features, his influence in Atlanta, and say YB made a mistake pushing him to this point. Instagram is even crazier. Every blog posting this snippet got thousands of comments within minutes. Fans are dissecting every line, predicting what's next. YouTube reaction channels are going wild, posting breakdowns and hot takes. TikTok is full of memes, sound bites, and theories. Everyone's picking sides, the hype is real, but beyond the drama, this beef reflects bigger issues in hip-hop, loyalty, industry politics, and the consequences of taking sides. Baby aligned with Lil Durk and the industry, making political moves that benefited his career, massive features, radio play, industry support. YoungBoy, on the other hand, ignored industry politics, betting on his loyal fan base, even when blackballed. Both strategies worked, but the tension remained unresolved. All of this started with King Von's death, showing how one incident can spark years of divisions, shift relationships, and create long-lasting beefs. Now, the question is, what's next? Baby has spoken, will YB respond? Could this escalate into a full rap war with diss tracks going back and forth? Or will Baby's response settle things? Knowing YoungBoy, he likely won't let it slide. Fans want the drama to continue, but is this really good for either artist? Baby is at the peak of his career, does he need this distraction? YB is independent and thriving. Yet, sometimes it's not about strategy. It's about respect and principles. Both feel they can't back down without losing face. So, who's in the right? Should Baby have responded sooner? Should YB accept Baby's attempt to reconnect? And if this escalates into a full rap battle, who will come out on top? This story is still unfolding, and it could define both of their legacies depending on how it plays out. Real recognize real, but sometimes real has to check real too. Stay tuned, because this saga is far from over. Now, let's break down why this moment is so critical in the rap game right now. This isn't just a simple beef over a song or some social media posts. This is about legacy, influence, and respect in the streets and the industry. Hip-hop isn't just music, it's culture, and every move you make gets analyzed, critiqued, and remembered. When two of the biggest names in the younger generation of rap clash, it's more than drama, it's history being written. Think about it, Lil Baby has built an empire. His streams are insane, his features are on fire, and he's one of the most recognizable faces in Atlanta and the world. NBA YoungBoy has his own empire too, independent, raw, and unfiltered, with one of the most loyal fan bases in the game. Both artists took different paths to get here. Baby worked within the system, built alliances, and gained mainstream success. YoungBoy ignored the politics, focused on the streets, and grew his fan base organically. Both have proven that their methods work, but now, the clash of these two approaches is front and center. Fans aren't just watching, they're invested. This beef is personal for both sides. It's about respect, loyalty, and who holds their ground when the world is against them. YoungBoy has never backed down, and Baby, after years of being quiet, is showing that he's not someone to underestimate. Social media reactions show exactly how split the culture is. You have heated arguments everywhere, Twitter threads longer than a textbook, YouTube reactions breaking down every syllable, and TikTok creating endless memes and sound bites. People are dissecting every lyric, every move, trying to predict who will come out on top, and let's not forget the history that brought us here. King Von's death was a turning point, not just emotionally, but politically in the rap world. It divided alliances and forced people to take sides. Lil Baby made a choice to align with Lil Durk, an industry veteran with power and connections. That decision helped him in some ways, more features, more radio play, but it came at a cost. YoungBoy, on the other hand, stayed true to himself and his core fans, proving that loyalty and authenticity can thrive even outside the industry's approval. Now, years later, the consequences of those choices are finally playing out in real time. The dynamics of the streets versus the industry are fascinating here. Baby represents the model of aligning strategically, playing the game, and making moves that keep him dominant in mainstream rap. YoungBoy represents the independent hustle, proving that raw talent, street credibility, and fan loyalty can compete with corporate-backed success. This feud isn't just about a song, it's a clash of philosophies, mainstream versus independent. Calculated strategy versus raw authenticity. Now that Baby is responding, it's clear he's not holding anything back. Reports from those who heard the full version of the track say the bars are sharp, personal, and unapologetic. He's confronting years of perceived disrespect and reclaiming his position. For years, fans have watched him remain silent while YoungBoy made his claims. Now, the narrative is flipping. Baby isn't just an observer anymore, he's taking control of the story. The bigger picture here also shows how social media amplifies every move. In today's culture, a single snippet can explode worldwide. Fans dissect lyrics like detectives analyzing clues. Memes, theories, and reactions spread faster than music itself. Every post, every like, every comment matters. When Baby dropped the snippet, the internet essentially erupted overnight. Fans are split, debates are raging, and the story is trending everywhere: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. The hype alone proves how impactful this beef is. Industry insiders are watching closely too. Artists, producers, and label executives understand that the outcome of this feud could influence alliances and opportunities. A response from YoungBoy could set off a chain reaction of diss tracks, media coverage, and fan wars. Baby's moves are being analyzed for both street credibility and industry positioning. In hip-hop, perception is everything, and both artists know this. Looking at the numbers, both Baby and YoungBoy are at peaks in their careers. Baby's influence in Atlanta and mainstream rap is massive. His features, radio play, and streaming numbers make him a heavyweight. YoungBoy's street credibility and independent success make him a powerhouse. The clash is a rare event where two different types of dominance collide. The stakes are incredibly high because it's not just about who's right or wrong, it's about who's remembered. This beef also brings up questions about loyalty and timing. Some fans argue that Baby waited too long to respond, making him appear hesitant. Others say he showed maturity by staying silent for years, letting YoungBoy expose himself while Baby stayed focused on his career. Now that he's responded, the debate shifts to execution. Did he respond hard enough? Did he strike at the right moment? And how will YoungBoy answer? Timing in hip-hop beefs is everything. Respond too early, and you look weak. Wait too long, and you risk looking desperate. Baby has calculated this move carefully, and the internet is watching to see if it pays off. The human element is also worth noting. Beyond fame and money, this feud involves emotions, loyalty, and pride. Both artists came from rough beginnings, built their lives from scratch, and have dedicated fans who see them as more than just entertainers. When respect is questioned, it's personal. Every diss, every shade, hits harder because it's tied to their real-life struggles, friendships, and rivalries. That's why fans are so invested. It's not just music. It's real life reflected in the bars. Looking ahead, we can expect a few possible outcomes. YoungBoy could respond with a diss track, sparking a back and forth that dominates hip-hop headlines. Baby could continue building momentum, solidifying his response as a defining moment in his career. Or, perhaps, this will become a strategic feud, enough drama to keep fans engaged without escalating into full-blown chaos. Either way, the story isn't over, and every move from here on will be dissected by fans and media alike. One thing is clear, this beef represents much more than personal grudges. It's a reflection of the modern rap industry: loyalty versus strategy, street credibility versus mainstream success, patience versus timing, and the power of fans in shaping narratives. It's a lesson in how one incident, King Von's death, can set off a chain reaction that influences relationships and careers for years. And now, Lil Baby stepping up to respond marks a new chapter in this saga. The streets are watching, fans are divided, and the industry is paying attention. Both artists are at crucial points in their careers, and the way this unfolds could define their legacies. Respect, pride, and loyalty are at stake, and neither Baby nor YoungBoy is the type to back down. This isn't just entertainment, it's a cultural moment in hip-hop.so. Where does this leave us? The story continues to develop, and the next moves from both sides will determine the future of this feud. Social media will keep exploding, fans will keep debating, and every snippet, track, or public appearance will be analyzed. This is the type of beef that doesn't just make headlines, it makes history. Real recognize real, but even real has limits. Lil Baby and NBA YoungBoy are showing us exactly what that looks like, and the streets, the fans, and the culture are all watching closely. One thing is certain, this saga is far from over. And when the next chapter drops, it's going to be explosive. Hip-hop is watching, the fans are divided, and the legacy of both artists is on the line.